And welcome to EquinEdge Live. I'm Scotty McKeever, and we continue the Golden Hour series from Santa Anita Park and Golden Gate Fields. If you're not familiar with this wager, it's a 15% takeout. All happens in about 45 minutes between two tracks, Santa Anita, Golden Gate, back to Santa Anita, finishes off at Golden Gate. And that starts in race number 7 at Santa Anita Park today for the pick 4. And then we have the Golden Hour Daily Double that starts in race number 8 from Santa Anita Park and finishes off at Golden Gate Fields. They both have 8 races today. Race number 3 is coming up from Golden Gate Fields. And happy President's Day to everybody. So there's no Golden Hour today? I think there is. Yeah, there is a Golden Hour, I'm pretty sure. That's not we have it up. So I would imagine there is a Golden Hour. It shows. So yeah, let's you know what? Yesterday we were on fire. If I leave out the EquinEdge long shot again, somebody please shoot me. By the way, I made some plays this morning and I have been absolutely on fire. Absolutely on fire. All right. You ready to win some money? Oldie in the house, John, Joey, hello, Juice, Chuck, Gary, Coach, Christy, Roger. It's good to see you all. And yesterday's turnout was amazing. We had like 335 concurrent people between Twitch and YouTube, which is amazing. And thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm starting to feel better. And I'm going to shave this beard here soon as well, too, so it doesn't show my age. Too much gray. And but I kind of like a horse a little bit. A first-time starter, I think, is very sneaky. The 2-horse, more gumption. And Christian Herrera gets off of 2 horses, gets off of the 3 and the 7, and the 7's burnt some money. 7 needs to be near the pace, and I don't know that it's going to be that near the pace. I think it's got a better chance than last time, but I think it's the type of horse that we want to try to beat. And when we look at the morning line odds, 7-5 on ice. And it was 9-5 on the EquinEdge morning line. What up, Mark? Cheers. Anyways, I think maybe more gumption. Could be sneaky. And this horse is bred for the synthetic and the turf. And yeah, it might run good. We've got live racing. Big shout out to Stronach Group. Let's look at Matt Dinnerman. 2 minutes before this race, 16 minutes before this race number 4 from Santa Anita Park. And thank you, Brady. $9.60 for Deb Martin, hitting for $6,000 in the pick 6 yesterday. I mean, amazing. And I like to believe that we had something to do with that, right? Not just EquinEdge, but the group of people here. We're all talking about the horses, and then she made the right decision, right? And pretty amazing. So so I thought the works on the 2 were sneaky. The horse has a 30% win. It's 5-1 right now in a race where these horses have really burned some money. Now, I will say this on the 5 horse, the connections are 43% jockey trainer combination. And the horse has been off since March. And the horse was claimed for $5,000 back then. Comes back for $5,000. Can probably run. Just gelded was the 7 Union Bliss. And for new trainer, Jim Gilmore, who's hitting at 0%. Julian Coutan gets off the 1 and the 6 to ride here. Asael Espinoza gets on the 1 horse. Philippi Fast. And it's just really a rough race on paper, but maybe take a chance on the 2 horse at 9-2 odds. Might be worth betting a little bit of money on that. I'm shocked to see Matt Dinnerman chose this 2 as well. 9-2. Deb's the best. Yeah, that's actually a really good point too, Brady, is that when you're using the ticket generator, if you just can make 1 or 2 changes, and we'll play a pick 5 starting the next race, but if you just make, can you believe that? The system singled the 2. So you could use the 2 horse in the first spot and maybe the second spot. But so far today, absolutely been on fire. And so hopefully we can continue that. Yesterday was amazing too. And you have a pick 6, Oldie? Oh yeah, wasn't that great? That was just all the way around. It's not just me. The energy in yesterday's show was amazing. So let's try to recreate that today too. And thank you very much, Ben, for that too. And hopefully Brady will stick around a while too. It's good to have Brady on the show. Let's see here. They're going into the gate. The 2 looks very good. Let's see what happens here in this third race from Golden Gate Fields.
More gumption goes in. Alarming moment next. The 2 Harris Farms runners. Side by
At least
side.
Deb could do, right?
Alarming moment. Smiling Patrick in the red, white, and blue goes in.
In a race like this, man, you just should never take a favorite. I can understand why the 5's the favorite, though, but this is you can get prices here.
Position number 6 in after
Vindy B. What's up, Vindy?
Bubbles is on fire, goes in. Union Bliss to complete the lot. Waiting for Union Bliss to take his turn. He goes into the gate now. Now backs away, Union Bliss.
I think the only problem that you have sometimes with the first-time starters is that when they break bad.
Outside. Now he goes in. We're ready to go.
But if they break good, especially in a race like this, I think this is the type of race you would want to take a first-time starter. And the 2 broke slow.
A little bit of a tardy break for alarming moment and more gumption. Good beginning from On Ice. The gray horse goes right to the lead.
Clearly, based on the way the horse is running right now at this level, the horse is well meant, I would imagine.
He was off a little bit slowly, but now he's moving up on the inside to be close to the pace. On Ice leads the way by a neck. More gumption right up on the inside. Moves through to come and challenge. Smiling Patrick right off of them in the 3-path third. Then comes Philippi Fast. He's in 4th. Moves through inside of alarming moment under a little pressure.
This is a race where horses don't finish.
In the clear. He's 4 lengths behind.
Right? 4's done.
Hard there. Bubbles is on fire.
1 has some horse. The rest are not coming.
The quarter pole, more gumption, shake it up to keep pace. On Ice is right with him, and those 2 kick off the turn together. Philippi Fast in the 3rd position, gaining some ground now on the outside. Smiling Patrick gives way. Union Bliss on the 4 outside.
Nobody's going to catch this 5 horse. So the favorite's going to win. It's going to come in 5-1, and 7's moving pretty quick for 3rd.
Sustained run. On Ice the leader, but Philippi Fast is putting up a strong challenge late. It's going to be tight. Here comes
1 got it. 1-5-7-3. 1-5-7-3.
Just nailed On Ice in the finish. Union Bliss was 3rd.
And it just looked like that type of race. Let's see here. You know what's so funny too? Sometimes I'll do this with the ticket generator. You see how it has the 2 over the 1-5-7 and the 3, right? But I'll take that second spot, and sometimes I'll just box those horses like 1-5-7. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason for why I do that, but sometimes I'll do that. So watch for that. All right, Santa Anita Park, race number 4. We've got to pick 5. I thought the race was between 2 horses, the 4 and the 5. I will say this. I'm hoping the 5 gets the lead because and I like that he's on the outside of the 4, but from what I could see, and we'll put the 1, 2, 3, 6 back. From what I could see, what I thought was the 5 needed the lead for its best. Now, the 1's going to probably be the fastest horse in the race from the inside, but the 5 horse has more class than the 1, so it puts the 1 a little bit closer. The jockey probably on the 4 is not thinking he needs to get the lead to win. So I'm not sure. But what I do like is there's nobody on the outside of the 5 that's faster that's going to press. So the 5 can rate a little bit, but not much. And so I think the 5 really does get a really good trip. And I think the 4 clearly is the second best horse. So I do think the 5 is tough. And I think the 5 can be a single, but I do think it's only the 4 and the 5. I don't know, Kevin. I don't know. I'll tell you this. Look, I mean, I pulled out, not tournaments. Let's see here. I've been just crushing this morning. That's done so far this morning. I hit this pick 5 over at Fairgrounds. I played it twice. Paid $3,500. That was nice. I only used the 4 and the 5, and I got the 5 horse to win. And I think it went off at like 7 or 8 to 1. But you can see, like, my last 6 bets have just been killing. And then I pulled a lot of it out, and still. So I'm continuing on from yesterday. So I seem to have a little bit of momentum going right now. So hopefully we can continue that. Whoa, John. Did you get a hit? Did you hit something? Look at this. Whoa. Thank you so much, John. That is so nice. So John just contributed $100. I forget what this is called. I'm just getting used to this, all right? Mike, if you're listening, what are these things called again? Somebody tell me. But I guess you can tip the host, and the money goes straight to EquinEdge, and not to me. And so, which is great. And really, super chat. That's right. Thanks, Joey. Thank you, John. That's very generous of you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Anyways, I do think it's a donation to EquinEdge, which is great. Super chats. Yeah. Thanks, Mike. Yeah. Super chats. That's so cool. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. You deserve it, John. You're such a gentleman. Thank you so much. You're up to you by a penny. That's right. You were trying to beat the IRS, Juice. I do think, because I watched the race replay of Kitten's Kid, I do think that the 5 horse is going to get a good trip here. I really do. Yep. Definitely, Scott. So here's the thing. Now it's just figuring out how to play it. Do you single the 5, or do you use both the 4 and the 5? It's very interesting that this 2 horse is getting bet right now. It's the EquinEdge long shot. I will say this: it had issues in its last race. It had issues. Yeah, we'll buy an EquinEdge horse one day. We've got the EquinEdge Silks. You guys remember that when I had some horses at Los Alamitos? I have a picture of Ramon Guzzi wearing the EquinEdge Silks. They're beautiful. They came out really, really nice. Who do I like for an exacta ice cold? I mean, if I had to give an ice cold exacta, ice cold, Dave Weaver exacta 5-4. That's what I would give out. It's chalky, but that's what I really think is going to happen. Yep. No, we didn't do a pick 5 yet, Art. We're going to do it right now. So the system is automatically using the 4 and the 5. Let's see if we can fit both those horses in. All right. So we sort the pace number here, and the 1 horse needs the lead and the 2 horse needs the lead. 1 seems faster than the 2. And based on the pace number, but they're going to be dueling, and the 5 horse is just going to be sitting in the garden spot. And for whatever reason, if the 5 is no good, which it always is because the horse is 5 for 5 lifetime, Flavian Pratt, then you've got the 4 horse who is really stepping up right here. This is a big step up for the 4. I think the 5's a single. I think you could probably go 5-5. And by the way, too, let me just say this up front right now. I think this entire card is chalky. I do. I don't like the 1 at all. I just think the 2 is going to be pressing the 1. Well, I don't think this is the same horse, Coach, that it was in 2020. I'll just say that. Could it get away and it's the EquinEdge long shot? It could. It could. But the 5 is faster than you realize too. I think that what I'd be worried about is maybe the 4 horse finishing. But the 4 needs to be near the pace for its best as well, it looks like. So let's see leg number 3. Flavian Pratt gets off of this 4 horse, the EquinEdge long shot, to ride the 1, who's 51%, even off of a win. So I would definitely play against this horse. I don't like the 2. I don't like the 4. I think this race is between these 3 horses. It's chalky. The 4 catches a very easy field. 9 wins in 19 races. A mile has never been a mile before, but bred for it. My only concern is maybe the 1 horse presses a little bit to hurt the 4 horse late. This 3 horse is nothing class-wise compared to, look at 56 compared to a 69 with the 4 horse Brickyard ride, who's very, very fast. Clearly going to be on the lead. Will the 1 be able to keep up for a little bit and hurt the 4? I don't know. I think that's my concern. I don't necessarily think that the 3 horse has to, if the 4 stops because the 1 pushes, I don't think that's the, if you don't single the 4, here's my thought. If you don't single the 4, then you have to cover the 2, 3, and 5. The 1 can't win the race, in my opinion. So, I mean, you could spread out, or you could single the 4. Rocky Gibraltar, I put a note on this horse. So this horse was very talented, weird ride. Field wasn't that great though, but was much the best in that race. And then this Oh Babe was 43% last time out, but stumbled. Was 46 before that and lost back on the turf. I think it's like 100% those 2 horses. I really do. So it looks like we could fit all these horses in. It's chalky, but it looks like you could do this. Yeah, I heard that, Charles. Tony, I don't necessarily think that that's true. Brickyard Wright won by against a grade 1 or grade 2 field, won by like 4 or 5 lengths. So that's not necessarily true. This is a very nice horse. It's just a matter of getting this horse to be able to relax. I mean, look, this horse won by 4 lengths in the San Carlos, 7 furlongs. It's a furlong more. Yeah, exactly. Who's the Scotty long shot? We just throw that horse in, the 9. Just throw it in just to throw it in, huh? God, I genuinely don't like the horse, though. Genuinely do not like this horse. But there's no way. It's not beating us. You never know. Jesus. All right. Yeah, you talked me into it. This 5 horse looks tremendous. This horse really doesn't look that great to me. I think Becca Taylor's a single. So I wouldn't use the 6 horse here. So I would play a smaller ticket. I would only use the 4 and the 5. $36 play. That's what I would do. Right there. There's your ticket. Hey, Deb. That's the ticket. And then as far as a play goes, I'm gonna, it's gonna be pretty chalky, but I would just do like a 5-4 exacta. And you could do a saver exacta just in case, right? On the 5-4, I would do a saver exacta to the 6 horse in case for whatever reason the 6 doesn't run good. Did they take off? Yeah.
She's Our Arch second to last, and 'Tis My Princess at the back. The two favorites square off from the start. It's Self-Isolation, who will be the leader and has it by about a length. Kitten's Kid second by the same margin.
I would tell you this. I watched this race. I watched these two face each other last time out. And in this same situation, though, the 5 was on the inside, not on the outside. So that's why you want to look at post position. And if last race is any indication of this race, the 5 is going to beat this 4. And they're not going that fast. The 5 was much better than the 4 last time out. And had its side in trouble.
Less than a half mile to go. Another 3, She's Our Arch, and 'Tis My Princess. Around the far turn, Self-Isolation. Kitten's Kid tries to move in from second. Now it's 3.
And I wanted to do a trifecta with the 6.
Command losing ground. She's Our Arch, and 'Tis My Princess. Past the quarter pole and turning for home. Self-Isolation has a 2-length lead. Kitten's Kid is in second.
And you're not going to catch this 4.
Calamera move, but inside the 8th pole, it's all
Speed.
Self-Isolation.
Speed has really been holding on this course.
Self-Isolation, clobbering this field, just cantering through the stretch.
Well, that's the horse you would want. Wow.
8 lengths when the smoke clears. Ella
Took it to
Calamera
him.
move. Tight photo, Kitten's Kid in a closing. She's Our.
Well, that's the horse you want. That's good. Right, so if you played a pick 4 or pick 5, you guys are happy about that. Or pick 5, you guys are happy about that. All right. Yeah, I need to watch for that speed on the turf course. Yeah, it looks chalky. A lot of chalk. All right, let's get out to Golden Gate Fields. Pick 5. So this one horse is tops in all the metrics. Every metric. But does drop in GSR. Comes up to Golden Gate Fields from Santa Anita Park. But look, drops from a 68 GSR to a 58. It might not mean anything because it's still the top GSR. But it's not run on the synthetic. And when you look at the GSR plus, synthetic is the lowest one. But the horse is 70%. And I do think the 4-horse Frisco Kid's going to need to improve a lot in order to win. I think it's going to take a lot to beat this horse. I mean, the only thing I think that we would have to worry about is when you're talking about a second-time starter, we don't really know how fast Frisco Kid is, right? We saw this with the third-time starter yesterday in the last race over at Santa Anita, the EquinEdge long shot, right? We saw that. So we don't know. But I watched the race and it didn't seem like they had much horse there. It didn't seem like it. So possible single there. I think the 5 is worth trying to beat here. Floyd Knowles. The horse I really liked was the 7 horse, Danny's Irish Boy. I think the extra distance really helps as well. And I think that this 7 can be a player here. This Go Fast and Win. This horse actually, so when you see a big drop like this from 25,000 down to down to 8,000, instantly it makes you think there's an issue. But the horse that won the race was pretty decent for the level, and this horse actually galloped out. So good spacing between races. There's a subsequent work, slow, but I don't think there's an issue with this horse. I just don't think this horse is that great, but I think it's probably good enough to beat this field. And especially when you have a vulnerable favorite, which I think is vulnerable, then maybe this 8's a single. So I think you should consider the 8. I also did think Danny's Irish Boy, the 7, could improve. So those are the horses I like the most. Love That Kid will be finishing as well. Seaside Dancer tops in every metric. Top GSR, top pace, top SOR, EE Morning Line, 4 to 5, and top EquinEdge pick. I think Seaside Dancer is a single. I think the rest of these horses are pretenders. And I think the 7 can get a piece, Somara. And the horse is 10 to 1 on the morning line. So I think 2 horse though is probably a single. The system is using the 1, 2, and 3. So, you would need to force it, but I do think the 2 horse is way classier than these. I mean, he's beating better horses easier, and the 1 horse is barely right there against a 44 group and a 48. Look at the 2 horse. It's not only faster, it not only has the class, but it's facing 56 and 54 and beating them by easily. So you would imagine the 2 horse is gone, right? So I would probably have to recommend to single the 2, Seaside Dancer. And then see what the ticket generator gives you. All right. There we go. And then here, the 1 horse, she's expensive, is a proven loser, but was very wide first turn last time out. 2 horse can improve second time around 2 turns, is a player. That's my note, Harbor Abbey. That horse is 6 to 1 on the morning lines. 3 seems like the horse to beat. 2, second time around 2 turns. Often a horse will improve second time around 2 turns. I really do think the 2 horse or the 3 horse Big Brand is the horse to beat. I like that best of the group. I'm not suggesting it's a single, but I do like that horse best. One of the reasons is the 8, who's going to maybe be your favorite, has burned a lot of money and now draws wide, right? With no speed. So I think the 8's we're trying to beat. The 4 horse I just put as another contender, but has no speed, looks okay. And in a very tough race. But good notes here. Ramon gets on first time around 2 turns on the 6 horse. North Dawn. Nightbird's only 1%, but it looks like by far the speed of the race, and it's stretching out for the first time. You can never say never with a horse with this kind of speed. So maybe you might want to include that horse, but I do like the 3 horse Big Brand the best. Okay. So that's a look at the late pick 5 here from Golden Gate Fields. 6 minutes before this 4th race. So the 4 horse is 1 to 5 right now. Kevin's wondering if this horse is a single. And the 5 horse really, lone speed, drop in class, 8 to 1 right now. Casino games. So, proof of jazz. Let me look at something here real quickly. So proof of jazz, you can see here that Desert Smoke very fast, but didn't get the lead. This horse did get the lead, proof of jazz. And what's disturbing about that for me is this bold article, who doesn't have that much speed, 59 on the pace, was dueling with that horse. This horse was 20% this day, second EquinEdge pick, 3-1 in the EquinEdge morning line, and couldn't get the lead. So that would be a negative. And the horse is also dead on the board, 7-1 right now, 5 proof of jazz. Okay, so in that, when we look at that, we're going, okay, 6 horse probably needs the lead. And so that leaves us with a 1, 3, and 4. Right? So I would probably just use the 1, 3, and 4. I would do that. Regenerate. And that's probably the ticket. Although that's probably the ticket I would do. I think, honestly, if you know, when you're talking about chalk fest going on right here, you could leave out a horse like the 5 very easily, right? You could. And then the system uses the 3 horse here, Chief Wild Eagle. Just in case maybe the 1 horse disappoints. I you know, this is for a $60 ticket. I don't think this is bad. Yeah, I got those extra tools. You guys will have them. We've got a couple of minutes before this race, 2 to 5 right now on the 4 horse. And I can't say the horse is a single, but I would probably just use the 1, 3, and 4. Well, the 1 horse is completely dead on the board. And I'll tell you what it is with the 1. Look at this 1 style. The 1 horse just never passes horses, does it? Right? And there's other speed in here. So now I'd probably get rid of that horse. And I would probably use the 3 and the 4. Yeah. So just in case the 4 doesn't run good, you have the 3. You know, and you don't even have to play this much. I mean, because I really, you know, I think we could beat this favorite, so we could leave this horse out, right? I mean, if you're going to make any money, who cares that the favorites wins? You're not going to make any money anyways. Why not leave a horse like that out? 1 is a proven loser, but was really wide last time out, so I can't say this horse can't win. I think the 3 is the horse to beat. 4 is just a contender. 6, we don't know. But, you know, so as crazy as it sounds, you know, you leave a horse out like that. Regenerate. And now it's adding more horses. So when you do that, if I'm making proper changes, then we've got a better chance of winning. So that's the ticket I would recommend right there. And I would also in here probably do like a 3-4 exacta box. No, yeah, three's. You're right. The three's probably a horse that you want to go in the second spot. I mean, you could single the 4. I think the race definitely seems to set up best for the 4, no doubt. You can cut your ticket in half if you single the 4. Blinkers are off of the 4 horse. So they're almost to the gate. I just think you're looking at closers in here, so I'm going to... So what I would do is something like this. I would do an exacta 4-3. And then I would come back with a smaller exacta 3-4. And if you're going to do a trifecta, it's not really worth it. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, we're looking to add international this year. That's what our hope is. Hey, Catherine.
Is flashing up the starting gate.
Happy Monday to you.
Fields, the runners have made their way towards the gate for race.
The 4 could be a single null. It's 3-5 though. I just think there's so much speed in here. It's going to set it up for the 3 and the 4. Be right back.
Indian Dancer to the inside post, the first one to load into the gate. Escape the City, post position number 3. That Casino Game. Two more runners to load it. Proof of Jazz, post position 5. And to round out the field, State Forest. We're ready to go. And they're off. Escape the City off a little bit tardily. Drops back the trail. State Forest has the lead. Gets going and takes command early from State Forest into the second. Indian Dancer third. The big favorite, Casino Games, is in fourth in the blue jacket. And the slow starting Escape the City is trailing early on. 5 runners strung out, and Proof of Jazz leads the way about a length in front of State Forest, right on her tail in second. She's 4 lengths clear of Indian Dancer. Casino Game still in the 4th position, now racing outside of Indian Dancer, and a length and a half to Escape the City at the back of the pack as they make their way down the backside.
Very fast.
5 runners separated by about 8 or 9 lengths here as they streak past the 5 furlong marker, and Proof of Jazz rolls right along, opens up the lead to a length and a half. State Forest chasing in the second. She's about 3 lengths ahead of Indian Dancer. Casino Games, Frank Alvarado just gave her a tap on the shoulder to pick it up. And Frank Alvarado is already sending along Casino Games in the 4th position. Escape the City is still trailing as they hit the 4-turn run. Proof of Jazz into the turn, still clear, length and a half. State Forest second, under pressure now. Indian Dancer third. Casino Games still sent along by Frank Alvarado in that 4th position. She's got to turn it around here as they hit the quarter pole.
I really believe the 5 is going to stop.
2 lengths ahead. State Forest losing
Come on,
position.
4-3.
Indian Dancer third. Casino Games right now moving up alongside as they come down the stretch.
Stop, Bob.
Jazz has opened up the lead to about 3.5 lengths now. She's still coasting up top. Casino Games trying to come out of the pack. She's third. 16th to go. Proof of Jazz is still going strong. She's trying to lug out a little bit here, but she's going to come home your winner. Proof of Jazz, gate to wire under Cristobal Herrera. State Forest holds second. Escape the City rallies for third.
That pace was brutal.
Just plot.
They just went too slow. What happened to that pace? It just nothing materialized there at all. Proof of Jazz just had an easy lead. 5-6. They sent that 5. That 88 pace. That was done. So that was the one didn't go, the 6 didn't go, and they gave the 5 an easy lead. So that's all that happened there. That was brutal. All right. All right, let's get out to Santa Anita. All right, so we've got the 5-horse single, 2 to 5 right now. We'll have to figure out how to make money on this thing. All right, what's the best way to make money? Oh, you should definitely. Santa Anita is absolutely just gorgeous. All right. Let's get focused here. So the 1 is fast. We know that. It's the EquinEdge long shot. We have to take these pace horses very seriously. All right, Santa Anita 5. Okay, let's see what this pace scenario was for this horse here. Going 5.5. We'll look at the link feature. So this horse had an 80, but there was 3 horses that had asterisks. And 2 of them pressed for a little bit. And then this 7-horse won, who was the favorite, and came back to run okay. And wow, in a non-graded stakes race. So I don't see this 5-horse getting beat, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the 1-horse hold for second. All right, let's see. You're getting 15 to 1 right now on this one. Golden Gate, a horse just popped up on the email. All right, we've got 5 minutes before this race here at Santa Anita Park. This horse broke 8th at 83 to 1. Was never meant to run good. Look at the GSR, how it dropped from 73 to 45. This horse was never going to run good in this race. Now it comes back to a 73. But this is a tough group. The 3 horse has got a 73 SOR. Let's take a look at that. It's been facing better competition, no doubt about it. Been running in a lot of non-graded stakes races, but it's only had 1 race since 2020. I mean, it might improve, but I would probably pass on the 3. I didn't like the 2. I think the 2 is going to stop. I mean, I think this 5 is going to win, and the 1 or 4 is going to come in second. And those are also the top EquinEdge picks. That's what it looks like to me. And the 1 at least is 15 to 1 if it can stay up for third. I think it's going to be on the lead, and the 5 horse is not going to be that far behind with that class. Then the 4. I mean, yeah, 5-4-1, 5-1-4. It's just a matter of what it will pay. Let's see here. What did I bet on that last? That last one killed me. All right. Santa Anita. All right. I'm gonna figure out how to maximize this profit in this race. Oh, I mean, I think the 5 is going to win for fun. I think it's going to come in 5-4-1. If you want to do a superfecta, you could do 5-4-1 with 2 and 3. I mean, that would be pretty cold. I think that the 2 could stop, which would, you could. I'll call an ice cold superfecta. 5-4-1-3. 5-4-1-3. And that would match the EquinEdge morning line as well. 3 to 5 on the 5, 3 to 1 on the 4, 5 to 1 on the 1 horse. Governor got even, and then Smiling Shirley is 7 to 1. Thanks, Nick. Probable 50 cents, 5-4-1 trifecta for 50 cents is $6. Not bad. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't think it will happen, but I'm not going to be surprised if the 1 horse has got a pretty clear lead early. There's no super, Christy? Okay, thank you. So we've got to make our. So I would do something like this. I would do a bigger exacta 5-4 and then a smaller exacta saver 5-1. That's how I would do it. Or you could do, yeah, I would do a bigger exacta 5-4, then I do a trifecta 5-4-1, and then I do a saver exacta 5-1. It's the only way to play it. It really is. And I'm because there's not. You're going to pass no value. For you smaller players, though, like, I'm not going to bet it because I would kill. If I go do some big trifecta, it'll take away your guys' prices. So, hey, Keith, how are you? Thank you so much. So that's how I would play it. I'm gonna watch, not because I don't want to play, not because I don't think it's going to come in 5-4-1. I'll kill the pool. Okay, $10 exacta 5-1. Is there any bridge jumpers? Thank you, Leslie. Is there any bridge jumpers on this 5? Because this 5 looks amazing. Like I don't normally I've bridge jumped before. I've done it and I've lost. But I mean, I'm not going to do it, but I would. I mean, you could put show money on this 5 and you're probably like 99% to win. Oh, there is, Joe? Yeah, I figured as much. I mean, this 5 looks really good. 100K in the show pool? Yeah. I'm not surprised. It's so tempting. It really is tempting. You know? Now 200,000. And the 5's taking 100,000 of it. Watch. It's going to be more than that. Bridge jumping is where you've got people betting a crap load of money for the horse to come in first, second, or third, but it just needs to come in first, second, or third. If it comes in third, they still win. And they'll take a horse that's most likely to be in the money. The problem is you're getting such low money. In order to win profitably, you would literally have to win 19 of 20 races just to break even. So it's not a good wager. So I'm not going to kill your guys' odds, but I think 5-4 is pretty assured here, and maybe the 1 could hold on. All right. I'm going to put this on, and we'll listen to Frank Mermani, and then I'm going to eat my lunch. Yeah, you could play a pick 4 singling this horse as well, but everybody's going to do that.
The horses have reached the gate for the Spring Fever.
Go get him, Alex. I'm going to be up late, Deb.
Loading in the gate for the 5th, the Spring Fever Stakes.
One to 5. First.
OMG, it's Jessica up to the gate. Smiling Shirley. Super Game.
The 1 is going. That's for sure, but so's the 2.
They're in the gate. And they're off. Becca Taylor comes out on top. OMG, it's Jessica's second in the early going. They're followed by Governor Got Even along the inside, who's a joint third, racing on the inside of Super Game and Smiling Shirley between those two. OMG, it's Jessica narrowly in front, with Becca Taylor just a half length back in second. Another 3 back to Governor Got Even, racing on the inside of Super Game and
What up,
Smiling
Nathan?
Shirley. 3 furlongs from the money. OMG, it's Jessica continues to
Who's
lead.
the jockey on the 1?
The heavy favorite.
Or he thought he was going to sit on this
right
1.
up alongside now.
Crazy.
And as they pass the 5/16, OMG, it's Jessica and Becca Taylor on even.
I mean, he
terms.
just gave the 2 horse the
Back to
lead.
Super Game on the outside as they straighten away for home. On the outside, Becca Taylor takes over from OMG, it's Jessica, who fights valiantly in second. 3 more to Super Game in third. A 16th to run. And it's Becca Taylor. A perfect 6 for 6. Winning the Spring Fever. OMG, it's Jessica and Super Game.
I know we had that horse singled in the pick 5 at Santa Anita, but I will say this, okay? This is the reason why the pace numbers are so important. The jockey on the 1, I'm shocked Tyler did this. Like, has he ever seen this 1 horse pass a horse? Like, why would he think he can sit and let the 2 go? He got outrode. Victor Espinoza sent this 2, and well, we don't know that's going to happen. If we would have known that the 1 horse was going to be grabbed, then we'd have been all over the 5-2. But we don't. There's no way we could know that. But that's all that happened there. This is why the pace number is so very important to handicap. Not that it wouldn't have changed anything, but this just goes to show you why pace is so important. But that 2 looked better than what it is. That 2, if it would have been headed by the 1 from the very beginning, it would have stopped. And the 5 horse didn't need the lead, so the 5 just let it go. That's all that happened. And you can see that with this horse. I'll tell you what, that horse ran really good. Because if you throw out that 8.5 furlongs, I mean, this horse clearly wants to sprint. It was a pretty good effort by the 2. And 4 got third. $9.40 exacta. $43 payout, Joey. All right. So we're going to do a pick 4. Maybe cover the 3, maybe. 1 to 9 on the 1. I'm going to stick with my conviction on what I really think. There, $12 ticket on this pick 4. And I'm going to play it as well. Well, I'll play it a little bit. I don't want to kill the odds on you guys, but I'm going to play it too. Okay. So you see that 1 and 3 with 7 and 8 with 2 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. It's not going to pay much, but it's action. We got a lot of chalk today. But I'll play it with you guys. And you could do an exacta box 1, 3. You could do an exacta, bigger exacta 1, 3. We're going to hit these things, but it's chalk. And because the 1's taking so much action, that's why you're seeing such big odds on these other horses. So pick 4, 1. If we can beat this 1 with the 3 horse, it's going to be enormous. That'd be huge. So now look, you can add the 8 horse here, okay? Remember, I'm trying to beat these some favorites. I do think from that outside post, the 8's vulnerable. It can win though. So you don't have to do that. But I'm able to cover more horses in other races and spread out or play a bigger ticket because I leave out horses like that. The pick 5 I hit today or at Fairgrounds, I left out 1 horse. Do you see? I used 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was a 2 horse in there, and I left it out. And it was 8 to 1 or 6 to 1 in the morning line. It's not like it was a big long shot, but I left it out. So because you're able to spread out, that's how you make more money by not just automatically pressing the all button. So one's going to be tough, but for whatever reason, if the one doesn't run, you have a first-time starter here with actually some pretty good workouts in the 6 horse. I mean, maybe add this horse. 3 horse has decent credentials, though. So I would do something like that. There's no golden hour pick 4 wagers. Why? No golden hour, huh? Yeah, no, thank you very much, JR. Did I place it? I didn't, did I? Why didn't I? All right. Yeah, I showed as well, but I've that's the twice I've heard now that maybe it's been canceled. Let me find out. I'm finding out right now. Three minutes before this race number 5. I think one's going to go gate to wire. I didn't really care for the 4 that much. But it's a second-time starter getting easier. So the 6 horse is a first-time starter. Yeah, the pick, it was a great pick, golden hour pick 4 pool. Yeah, the purses over at Oakland are tremendous. The 4 does have sneaky works. Absolutely, Patrick, for sure. Could run better for sure. Yeah, that's true. I don't know about this first-time starter. I think the 3 is going to be at least second or third. So maybe do like a 1 with 4, 6 with 3 trifecta, just as a cover. That might actually pay good. Or something like this, right? 1 with 4, 6 with 3. with 4-6. Trifecta. 1 with 4-6 with 3. And then do an exacta, of course. It's not going to pay anything. All right, I'll just do it for 200. 1-3. Good luck, you guys. Good luck in here. All right, let's see what happens here in this race. They're almost to the gate. All right. No, there's no email horse. No, there is. The one popped up. Caleb's the best. Caleb is such a cool guy.
And the runners are loading into the gate. Chief Wild Ego and Frisco Kid have gone into the gate. Little Casino has taken his spot in the gate. Just a couple more runners to load in. Good Focus will be the last one to load in to post 2. They've loaded You Kidding Me to the outside, B-Doc to the rail, and here is Good Focus to complete the lot. Good Focus goes in. We're ready to go. And they're off. Uneventful beginning on the far outside. You Kidding Me has early speed in the career debut. It strides clear early from Little Casino, who's running in the second spot. B-Doc makes his way into third. Now it joins second. Frisco Kid between horses. There's 3 runners, a length and a half off the firster. Who is the leader? You Kidding Me. Chief Wild Eagle is second to last, and Good Focus is at the back of the pack, and he's headstrong too, wants to go, but his jockey's trying to get him to relax at the back of the pack. Approaching the forward turn run, You Kidding Me has the lead and the rail and hits the forward turn a half length in front. Little Casino on the outside, right there second. A space of 2.5 to B-Doc. The favorites in third in the clear right now. Sent along a little bit with 5/16 to go. And the jockey is sounding the alarm on him. Chief Wild Eagle moving through on the inside to be fourth, just ahead of Good Focus. And dropping out of it is Frisco Kid as they come to the top of the stretch. Looks like B-Doc's really got to pick it up here. Little Casino makes a bit towards the lead. You Kidding Me loses the lead. He's back in second, trying from
Come
the
on,
outside.
3, get up.
Chief Wild Eagle. There's a 16th to go. Little
Wow.
Casino trying to hang in there for the final 16th. Chief Wild Eagle is surging, but Little Casino is going to win it.
Unbelievable.
Little Casino won it over Chief Wild Eagle. Then You Kidding Me. Fourth goes to Good Focus. B-Doc at 1-2. Just never picked up his feet. Another big favorite losing today at Golden Gate Fields. That's 2 races in a row. We've seen that here today.
That 3 would have been so nice. I know. That was terrible. All right. Just got to keep on hammering them. So I thought this was a 3-horse race. Hey, Ron, how are you? It's just, I'll be shaving soon. How you been? You're up, Andrew. I didn't see you. How are you, Andrew? All right. I haven't heard back yet on the golden hour. All right. How are we going to make money? It makes it tough because those favorites that got beat, they didn't look beatable. So when that happens, oh, I know. I'm looking forward to coming out there. I'll be there. I'll hopefully be there in the next couple of months. I'll hit you up, Ron. Good, Andrew. David, you're hot right now? All right. Maybe we'll ride your coattails. All right. How are we going to make some money? Let's see. We're going to figure this out. Alex, you think the 1 wins easy? What makes you think that? Flavian back on. Flavian back on. You know, one of the things, look, horse was 40 cents in the dollar down here, loses by a neck. 2-1, loses by 3/4 of a length. Loses by a head. Barely wins. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this type of horse is very dangerous to keep. It's 100% can win. I'm just saying, you burned your grilled cheese? God, I just ate that sandwich from Subway. And that still sounds good. Yeah, it's a good idea, Deb. I'm sorry, guys. This cough has been brutal, and I took cough medicine as well. I did think this one was very interesting. Comes back in the same conditions. Did you guys know that starter allowances, which is what this is a non-winners of 3 lifetime, but starter allowances are some of the toughest races to handicap. So this horse faced a 58 group. Today's is a 54. It does look like a weak group. These two came out of the same race, 1 and 5. This horse was a 3-1 lukewarm favorite. This horse steadied at the 3/8. I will say this with this horse. I probably would lean towards this one horse because Flavia getting a better jockey, right? So this horse, Sente Winte, 2 wins and 7 tries. This horse has been the money in 5 of 7 tries. So I'm trying to, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to visualize the trip that these horses are going to get, right? So we know we like the 1, 3, and 5. So if we visualize this, I mean, Flavian can get the lead with this horse. But the problem is, does he realize it? Because he sees this horse only has 2 wins and 13 tries, but he sees this horse and nowhere does it show this horse getting the lead. But Flavian is a smart jockey. So I'm wondering if he realizes that he can actually get the lead on this horse. Because on paper, this horse looks kind of fast, but it's not. The 7. This is why the pace numbers are so huge. Let's take a look at these horses real quickly. We got the golden hour starting in race number 7. So coming up next. I think. No, that's exactly right. That's what makes this is why I'm kind of struggling with this race a little bit, because if any of these horses, the jockey gets aggressive and decides to take the lead, then they can win. And that makes races like this very, very tough. That's why I like when there's pace, because you can figure out kind of what's going to happen. Current horses of the weights. I guess if you want to keep track of these current weights of these horses, like what did the horse weigh last time out compared to what he weighs now? That's the only way that statistic helps you. It's the only way. And even then, I'm not sure really what it does. So I'm not sure why they tell you what the horse weighs. Hello, boss. Changes, golden hour, daily double. It looks like it's still on. Golden hour, daily double, race 8. Santa Anita's promoting it. Be right back. Yep, that's good. It gives us something to do, right? Because it's kind of dead, right? There's not really a lot going on right now. Not big fields and not really a lot going on. Okay. The golden hour is going to keep us busy for sure. And that's coming up in race number 7. As far as this goes here and the race, the 6 horse or the 4 horse, the 5 horse likes to pick up checks was my note, and it's kind of dead on the board. So what we could do, I think we feel certain that the 1 or 3 is going to win, and they're also the top 2 EquinEdge picks. So how about do something like this: 1 and 3 with 1 and 3, and then do the EquinEdge long shot and the which is the 4. And I kind of like, oh, and the 5 and the 6, because I kind of like Verona for a piece as well. It might pay okay. They're the 2 favorites. I don't necessarily think, honestly, like maybe take the fresh face, like the 3 horse. And by the way, you got Flavian Pratt and Umberto Rispoli. Is anybody going to be surprised that the 1 and 3 are coming down to the wire? I'm not going to be. I would imagine if Flavian Pratt doesn't take the 1 horse to the lead early on from the rail, I think the 3 would win. So I'm going to 1-3 with 4-5-6. So I'm going to do a trifecta. 1 with 3 with 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to do a superfecta as well. 1 with 3 with 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to do a saver exacta. 3, 1. Okay. There we go.
Center of the course is out very alertly. Here's Agree to Disagree coming through at the rail, and Sky on Ice. And those two now battling with Jimmy Smoke Carrot, who's in between them. Quinta Winta is a close-up 4th, followed by Badger Kitten. Cecile's Chapter is second to last, and a gap of 5 to Veroma. Agree to Disagree has a narrow edge.
I mean, they're going 22 and 2. Certainly didn't, with these horses that have no pace, certainly didn't expect the 7 to be pressing like that. That's brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Back to Veroma.
We did not want to see that.
Down the backstretch they go. And it's Agree to Disagree. In front now by almost a half length. Sky on Ice in second. Quinta Winta eager along the rail to come after the
They
top
did
pair
slow
in
down
third. Then
in the
Jimmy
second
Smoke Carrot races
quarter.
3 lengths off to lead. Cecile's Chapter, Badger Kitten, and
Stop
Veroma.
7.
Rounding the turn now, and it's Agree to Disagree by a head. Sky on Ice has been pressing her throughout. A length and a half. Jimmy Smoke Carrot. Quinta Winta needs some racing room and needs it pretty badly.
One's toast.
They're followed by Cecile's Chapter at the top of the stretch. 3 of them across the course. On the outside, Jimmy Smoke Carrot gets a narrow lead. From the back of the field, Veroma has shown up in a hurry and is storming home. At the rail, it's Agree to Disagree and Sky on Ice. Here's Veroma and Mike Smith mowing them all down. That's 2 for the Hall of Famer. Veroma wins it by a length.
6-5-1.
Jimmy Smoke Carrot second. Agree to Disagree and Sky on Ice.
So the horses we thought would be in the money, they came in. And so many times that does that. That happens. Yeah, 6 did. Did he give the horse a bad ride? I didn't see. It didn't seem like the horse had a bad. I just don't know that the horse is good enough. Maybe he needed the race too, right? Because it was off since October, but I couldn't tell whether it was a bad ride or not. All right, so we got the golden hour starting in race number 7, so that's good. Hopefully we can get lucky there. Let's see what we got here. So in this race number 6, I've got 2 will be Fordley Place, second off the layoff fits. I think the 5 is dead on the board, 1, and 2, I think the 5 is vulnerable. I was impressed with the 7 horse Danny Irish Boys race, first time out. Doesn't really have a lot of speed, but I do think that the 2 and the 8 are going to go. And the extra distance, I don't think helps the 2. And that would help set it up for the 7 horse. But the 8 from that post is good. I think the 8's going to send. I think the 8 is the class. It's going down 10 points in SOR. It's going up 7 points in GSR. It's going from 13% win to 54%. I think the 8 horse is solid. What jockey is it? Irving Orozco for Tim McKenna. It's going to try to beat the 5. I really think the 4 horse wants longer. So I didn't really care for this 4, and it's 15-1 on the EquinEdge morning line. I thought the 3 could pick up a piece. The 2 might stop. And the 7 horse beat the 2 fair and square last time out. And now the 2 stretching out. So I would probably say this is what you're looking at, these 3 horses. This is what you're looking at. So I'm automatically going to do an exacta 8 with 7 and 3. And a trifecta, same thing. And I'm going to do a superfecta 8 with 7-3 with 7-3. And who would I put for 4th? Probably an all. And depending on what the 8 goes off at will depend on if I bet it to win or not. Matter of fact, you know what I'll do? I'll put it in now. It's even money right now. Hopefully, so people it'll bet and bring it back up. But I really like the 8. I mean, Mike's had a couple of winners today. Good for him. But I mean, Mike hasn't been able to win a thing. So I don't think betting Mike is something you have to do, Charles. Right? I mean, how much money has that guy lost everybody? I mean, nothing against Mike, but he's not going through holes anymore. He's not going to take any risks. That's for sure. And I don't blame him, but I don't think Mike's somebody you can count on anymore like he used to be. I mean, Money Mike for sure in the past, but I don't think so anymore. And I really like Mike. I no disrespect, but he's a Hall of Famer for sure. So we got 7 minutes before this race number 6. So let's look at the golden hour. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, you have to look at the horses. And we said the 5 and the 6. We said the 1 and the 3. Who knew that the 1 was going to duel with the 7? We said the 1 and the 3 with the 4, 5, and 6. I mean, what do I always say? It always comes down to the betting. It always comes down to the betting. That's all. We always, almost rarely, think about how many times we don't have the horses. You just have to bet it, right? Like Deb yesterday. And listen, believe me, I don't actually judge anybody, and I try not to be too critical, but it drives me crazy. One of my pet peeves in horse racing, and I think it's because somebody criticized me one time on Twitter, but when they start saying, "Oh man, I really love the way you put that ticket together," somebody told Deb on Twitter and said that on her $9.60 ticket, "I really like the way you put this ticket together." It's $9.60. The only thing that I would ever say about ticket placement is, like I said, don't you. Yesterday, I lost many of us lost the pick six yesterday. We should have just used the 3 and the 4 when they came down the hill, 6.5 down the hill. And we could have spread out using the EquinEdge long shot in the last race. Believe me, I sit there and stared at that for about an hour. I was so mad. When you use one extra horse in one leg, remember the 7 horse? It was the 3, 4, and we used the 7 because the 7 looked like the speed of the race. And if we don't use that 7, or I don't use that 7, then we're able to get the EquinEdge long shot in the last race. Right? Okay, let's do this. So we're going to do an $80 ticket. I need to do this real quick. All right, so really, if you look at the 4 horse and the credentials of the 4, right, it should be dominant. It's 3 to 5 in this race right now. I just don't know if the 1 is going to press. I used the 4 in the pick 5, but I didn't use it in the pick 6. So I hit the pick 5 a couple of times, but I had the pick 6 5 times, and not using the 4 cost me a lot of money, and a few other people. So it was my ticket placement, putting it together, that was wrong. So I used the 7 horse, and I got caught up in the 7 down the hill with the speed, when the 3 and the 4 were clearly the best horses. So here's the problem with the 4. The bad side. I don't think you can use the 1. You either single the 4 or you use 2, 3, 4, 5. Honestly, it just comes down to a decision. That's really it. In this race, you're singling the 2. Have to single the 2. All right, so the golden hour is not catching scratches, is it? Great. So I think we identified the 5, 8, and 9 only. We added the 9 because it was the EquinEdge long shot. Not using the 1. Unlock that. And then Golden Gate, race 8. All but the 5. We could do this. Try to leave the favorite out of there. $84. I'm not sure why they haven't been running on the turf. They run on the turf. All right, so we're slowly putting that ticket together, but let's see what we have at Golden Gate. All right, so the 8 horse. You guys know I love the 8. I like the 8 over the 3 and the 7 for a trifecta and exacta. So the 8 is going to get the lead, I would imagine. Right, and the 2 horse is fast as well. What we're hoping is the 2 horse breaks slow, and then that really helps the 8 even more. Right now it's even money. The 5 horse is 3-1. I'm not surprised by that. I'm hoping that maybe we can try to beat the 5. Here's what happens. If you do an 8 over 3 and 7 exacta and then trifecta, what the hope is that if at least bet a win bet on the 8, because if the 8 wins, then you get your money back, and then it's only gravy if you can get the other horse to come in second. And then if you get the trifecta, that's even better. That's really that's kind of the mindset. Okay, they're at the gate right now. Let's see what happens.
And the runners are facing up to the gate. Royster is loaded to post position 2. The first one to load in. Love that kid.
Yeah, that's good. He needs to do that, Charles. He really does need to do that. He's looking for one more. I know what he's doing. He's looking for, you know what I mean? He's looking for one more. One more, like something good. That's what he's looking for.
Floyd Knowles in the pink cap. Wind in his sail, the gray horse next. Well crafted also coming up to the gate. Well crafted to the rail post position. Wind in his sail, still working with that rival. Big price, 50-1 currently. Wind in his sail. We welcome in our friends at TVG tuning in, and everybody everywhere tuning in for the 6th at Golden Gate, start of the late pick 3. They've loaded Wind in his sail. Go fast and win to the outside post. Your heavy favorite at 3-5, and to round out the group, Danny's Irish Boy. To everybody tuning in, happy President's Day. It's a beautiful day here in the Bay Area.
Oh, no.
Go fast and win.
God.
Your big favorite is very fractious in the game.
Oh, God, that is so not good.
He didn't flip over, but he was very fractious in there. So all the riders are going to hop off here. So we're going to have a delay.
Win or lose, I would absolutely cancel your wagers on that horse.
Favorite. Go fast and win.
I absolutely would cancel your wagers. It doesn't matter. If he wins, he wins. But 3-5 right now on that 8 after seeing that, no way. That's going to make the 5 horse the favorite if they scratch this 8. They might not scratch this 8. You might want to do an exacta box 3-7 and bet the 3 and 7 to win. Now I want to see a scratch. Oh, did I really get rid of that? How did I do that? Excuse me. 1 second, guys. Where'd my emails go? Ugh. How did I get rid of that? What do I click on? I lost my emails down here. So weird. They scratched the 8. Ay, ay, ay. Excuse me 1 second. I got to call, get some help. My emails are not at the bottom here, and I clicked out of the portal on accident. For whatever reason down below, my emails are gone. How do I recapture that? Oh, it is. Where's the bookmark? You see it? No, I can't because my email's gone. I can't find my email. That's gone as well on the bottom. No, I lost it somehow. It's not. There's no way I can't find it. And I don't know where the bookmark is on Chrome either. We're live right now. Yeah, I am. Where? I don't see it. No. Yeah. No. Yeah, I have it on full screen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm on Chrome. Where's View? Hold on, I don't see it. I'm going to show you real quickly because I can't see it. I don't have my email anywhere. All right, look. Where do you see it?
Now put your mouse cursor to the top of the tabs. So the
okay.
No, higher.
Okay.
Up higher.
Okay.
Higher. So you'll see the tabs drop down.
Okay.
Wait, I lost you. I can't. Sounds. You go to view. You see where it says.
Okay. Okay.
Now always show bookmarks bar.
Okay.
Now you see on your bookmarks bar where it says aerospace, login, all those things.
Yeah.
You
Portal.
should have portal there.
I do.
So click that little arrow. Do you see it? There
yeah.
You go. And now you can hide your
Second,
bookmarks again.
three
while you're on the
runners
show.
within about a length of
You can
one
see your
another
bookmarks.
here, and Floyd Knowles
Okay,
continues to lead the
perfect.
way. Majestic Luck in
Yep,
the fourth
thank you.
position, just ahead of Royster,
Okay.
who broke alertly. He's
Bye.
now 3
Thanks,
lengths
Mike.
behind, a
All right,
space
bye.
of another 4 to Wellcraft and winning his sail
Sorry,
back
guys.
to the pack with him. Approaching the
My
fourth
email
turn
just
run,
disappeared
Floyd
on me.
Knowles clears off into the turn, opens up the lead to a length and a tail. Between horses, here's Majestic Luck moving forward to race with Love That Kid and Danny's Irish Boy, who's 3 deep with that party. A gap of 2 to Royster, set to log losing position, passed by Wind in his sail, who's in an all-out drive, tries to make a 4-deep rally. Will Craft is at the back with a quarter mile to go. Floyd Knowles hugs the rail and goes for home and still leads the way. It does it well on the front end. Floyd Knowles switches leads nicely, opens up 2.5 lengths now. Love That Kid second. Majestic Luck starting to get tired here, winning his sail up alongside, battling for third, but they come to the finish. And Steve Mayotti's had a very good day today. He won with Becca Taylor earlier in the stake at Santa Anita, and he'll get a maiden win with
5,
Floyd
3, 4.
Knowles, who runs away. He won by 5 or 6. Love That.
All right. Let's do the golden hour now. Hopefully we can finish off and have some success here in the golden hour. It's not gone smoothly, has it? Let's see here. So do you guys think that this horse is a Brickyard Ride is a single? This is the ticket I'm recommending, but you could play it even smaller and play it multiple times. I think this race is wide open here, but I also think I kind of like this 3-horse Big Brand a little bit. And my long shot in that race would be the 2-horse. So we've got 4 minutes before this golden hour. I'll be right back. All right, let's see if we can finish off good here in the golden hour. It's literally 50-50 on this horse, Brickyard. It really is. 4 to 5 for horses going 8 furlongs for the first time and needs the lead. I don't know if Seattle Bold's going to try to go with this horse because it only has one way of going, and it's a sprinter stretching out. So it does make me a little bit nervous, but I would love to single this horse and then single the 4. But you can see, right, very chalky. Everything is chalky. Then you got the 8 and the 5. One of these horses is probably going to win. We've used the 9 as well, but maybe spread out and hope for a long shot. But I mean, this is so damn chalky, right? This race, kind of the 3. I mean, you could do something like this. As crazy as this sounds, right? We could just do something like this. 4. I mean, single this. Not going to pay anything, right? And over here, you can come over and just go, okay, we'll try to get a long shot here. How about something like this? I mean, you know what I mean? Like play it multiple times. The 4 is not the type of horse you want to bet to win. Okay, so be careful with that. Okay. 1 could press the 4. If that happens, the 4 could stop, and it could just be a 2-3-5. You might want to do an exacta box 2-3-5. And the 2-3-5, you got 8-1. The 3's 4-1, right? So that could be good. But the class of the field, it's not even close. It's not even close. Miss 4 is for sure the class of the field. It's just it needs the lead. They're going into the gate. All right. So for me, I'm just going to I'm going to kind of play chalky. 4, 5, 2, 3 is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to play a lot. I don't think I even got it in.
Coming out on top, wilder than most, is hustled pretty hard in the early stages. Seattle Bold and Peaceful Transfer side by side, and Touchdown Brown at the back of the field. Brickyard Ride is the quickest.
I mean,
but
the jockey on the 3.
Wilder than most, who's 3/4.
I mean, I don't know
second. Another 2
why he would press this 4,
in hand third,
because it ruins all his
4,
chances
5
if he
lengths
does.
off the lead.
But
Touchdown
23
Brown is
seconds
just
is pretty
outside of him.
fast.
Onto the backstretch they go. And it's Brickyard Ride, well within himself at this stage, in front by 3. Wilder than most, second by the same margin. Peaceful Transfer.
Use the
Touchdown
1?
Brown
No,
hitches up
Catherine.
outside
That
Seattle
1
Bold.
needs the lead. Look at the 1's going to be
Half
dead
mile
last.
to go
It's
in the
done.
Tisnow Stakes.
1's already
And it's
struggling.
Brickyard Ride, bounding along, has it now by about 4 lengths. Wilder than most, hard-ridden second. Touchdown Brown is making steady progress. Outside of him, Peaceful Transfer. Seattle Bold drops out of it. They're nearing the quarter pole, and Brickyard Ride's lead keeps increasing. It's up to close to 10 lengths. Touchdown Brown clearly into second. Then Wilder than most and Peaceful Transfer. They're at the top of the stretch. Brickyard Ride by 8 lengths. Chasing in second is Touchdown Brown, but Brickyard Ride is a beast, and he's going to take them wire to wire in the Tisnow Stakes with plenty left in the tank. Juan Hernandez motionless as they win by about 7 or 8 lengths. Touchdown Brown
4, 5,
second.
3.
Wilder than most third. Peaceful Transfer
I don't think I
fourth.
got my wager in. No, I didn't. It's too bad. Yeah, I mean, it's the class of the field. You're talking about a grade 2 winner facing a bunch of allowance horses. So, yeah. That's all it was. No doubt about it. Okay. Those.
Four Brickyard Ride first, 5 Touchdown Brown second, 3 Wilder than most third, 2 Peaceful Transfer was fourth.
Get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right. And that. Okay. One down. All right, let's get out to Golden Gate Fields, race number 7. You know, I do want to, Catherine, you were talking about the 1 horse here. So, but I want to show you. Look, do you see the asterisk right here? So not only is this horse 3-1 or 3% to win, but it's got an asterisk and it's got a 73 pace. So it means it needs a lead. We know Brickyard is fast as hell, classy as hell. So one's never getting the lead. And then when you look at this horse's past performances, it doesn't pass horses. It really doesn't. Look, it loses ground every single race almost. Well, yeah. And now there's a speedster like Brickyard that's classy. I mean, and so this horse has zero chance. So just don't want to see you on horses like that. Like that was pretty clear all day long that horse was outmatched. The only thing I was worried about was maybe it was going to press the 4 a little bit, but the 4 was too classy. And we saw that too with the 69 SOR. So, and then the 3 horse was kind of trying to duel with the 4 a little bit, which was just nutty.
The Run Happy Winners Circle,
which is a really weird ride by Flavian Pratt, to be honest with you. Like why he would do that, I don't know. And then of course I just set up for the 5 horse just sitting in last place, and his natural style set it up for him to get second. That's all that happened. That exacta paid $3 for a dollar. Thank you, Catherine. You have a good night. Kurt touted the 5? Man, that's crazy. Why? It's won 131,000 in 2 races and 2 wins. This horse has had 9 wins, now 10 in 20 races for 600,000 earned. Yeah, I remember that, Bill. Yeah, the long weekend's been good. The racing's been a little bit tough today, but you just, you have to take what they give, and let's see what we can do here. Let's see how we can finish off. All right, so we've got the 2 horse here, Seaside Dancer as a single, 3 to 5. New trainer. Evan Roman jumps aboard after the claim for Wayne Baker. 58%. Was 34% last time out. 41% the time before that, but won easy against strong SOR groups. I mean, this 2 horse looks long gone. Top pace, top GSR. I mean, Seaside Dancer looks gone. Three horse is an interesting horse. It's the second choice, but Roman Sita Light. What I did like about this horse, you see this on the GSR tab, 13 races going 5.5 furlongs on the synthetic lifetime, 6 wins, 2 seconds. But look, you want to talk about cheaper horses, only earned 47,000 in those 6 wins in 2 seconds. Oof. I thought the 7 horse, Samara, could get up. Currently 11 to 1. I don't think anybody beats this 2 horse. Look at the 3. The 3 barely hung on against a 50 SOR group. This horse has been smoking 56 and 54 groups. And it's the fastest horse in the race. How's the 3 going to catch the horse? If anything, the 3 is going to be too close in the front end to the 2 horse, and that's going to hurt the horse. Also, if you look to see if the 2 is reliable to break good, look at the horse is a very good breaker. And so hopefully that will make the 3 slow down. This 5, won at 56% and 38% barely against a 48 and a 50 group. So 2 is way the class of the field. Definitely the 5 could get a piece. I like Samara to come in and get a piece. But I'm not going to be surprised by the 5 horse getting a piece as well. Definitely can. But I think 7's going to be in the money. The 1 horse just seems cheaper to me. Right? And it was near the pace last time out. And now it's got literally no speed. It's going to have to come from behind. So look at this. Here's a good handicapping tip right here. I just saw this. So this horse broke 7th, came from last to barely get up and win. Okay. But that was against a 44 SOR group. Now this is a 52. In the last race, the horse barely lost against a 48 group, but was close to the pace. Isn't going to be close to the pace here. So how is this horse supposed to close in on these better horses? I don't see it. So I think the one's worth trying to beat. Very difficult, Andrew, right? These lower level horses. I think it's even difficult for them to win 2 in a row, you know? I think 2 wins this race for fun, and it wins 3 in a row, though. I mean, this horse is just in great form. The horse is not up for a tag. You can't claim this horse, right? This is a starter allowance. And then one of these 3 horses here, the 3, 5, or 7, gets second. This is how I'm going to play it. I'm going to go 2, 7 exacta. And then I'm going to do a trifecta. 2, 7 with 3, 5. Okay. Now I just want to do a cover bet. Smaller exacta, 2 with 3, 5. That might not even get my money back. So I think what I would do is do a 2 with 3, 5 with the 7. So a total of 500 bet. So just in case the 7 doesn't get second, I think it'll be the 3 or 5. But either way, I'm banking the 2 has to win and the 7 has to be second or third. Either way. 3 minutes before the race. I don't like the 1 at all. I think the 1's getting overbet. I don't. I think the 3, 5, and 7 are better horses. How's the 1 going to close though? I mean, I'm sure I just put it in the winner's circle, Elliot, but how's he? I know on paper the horse looks good, but look, I mean, he closed against a 44 SOR group. This is a 52. I mean, 8 points higher. How's he supposed to do that? And then here he was close to the pace. He ain't going to be close to the pace today. All these horses are faster than this horse. He got a 28 on the pace number. I don't see him closing. And he's got the lowest SOR. Look at this. He's got a 46 SOR. All the others are higher. I don't like the 1. This is where you make money trying to beat horses like this 1, because they're like second choices and third choices and getting bet. And if you don't use those horses, this is where you make money, having a conviction like I have against this 1. That's how you make money. One is never going to be close to this pace. No way. And there's not a lot of speed in here, so I don't see anybody getting burned up here. The 2 is going to have an easy lead. Romancillo is not fast enough. If the horse tries to duel with the 2, the 3 is going to stop. If the 3 just sits, 2 or 3 lengths back of the 2, then you can probably finish for second. It's also the second top EquinEdge pick. But I'm kind of hoping he duels with the 2 a little bit So he peters out, and then the 7 gets up for second at 17-1. That's my hope. 7's very dead on the board.
He's won 2 12-5 races with her, so he's made his money back and some. That's number 3, Ramon Cedalite. She was one of the runners coming by us here when they were warming up without the pony. Now she's back with her pony friend. Post time for race number 7, everybody. I'm going 2-1-3. Good luck.
You know, the other disadvantage for the 1 horse is the rail. At 5.5 furlongs and no speed, the one hole is not necessarily a good place to be. There's likelihood that the horse checks back. Three to 5 right now on the 2. I'm hoping I can get 4 to 5. That's what I'm hoping. I'll take it. Just this horse meets all the top metrics. These are the types of horses you're trying to find singles every day of the week.
And the red light is flashing on the starting gate. Hackle the gate fields. The runners are making their way towards the gate for race number 7.
You know what else too? They got like this 2, 3, 5 up here in the EquinEdge picks. You know, once in a while, you should just do them straight like that, right? They come in so many times. Just do it cold.
To the gate. Seaside Dancer Dag.
All right, let's see what happens here.
Ramon Cedalite, post position 3. Miss Ski, post position number 5. Clotchard Street, post 6.
Thank you, Oscar. Good luck to you.
Street coming up, 2 back. She's one of them. And to round out the field, Samara. To round out the group. Samara goes in. We're ready to go. And they're off. Good beginning. Seaside Dancer wastes no time. The big favorites in front early from Ramon Cedalite, right with her in the 2nd position. Miss Ski taken back to 3rd to race with Jan Can. Clotchard Street is 3 deep, and farther out is Samara. 4 paths off the rail, a joint 3rd. There's a quartet about 2 lengths off the pace setter Seaside Dancer. G Street, the 60-1 long shot, has to pass them all in a half mile. And if she were to win, it would definitely be a surprise. Into the far turn, and Seaside Dancer leads the charge into that turn. Ramon Cedalite's been hounding her from the outside, about a half length back in 2nd. Seaside Dancer appears to be going well right now, continues to lead the way, and now shrugs off the challenge of Ramon Cedalite. And Seaside Dancer says, come and catch me if you want to win it. Seaside Dancer off the turn, puts 2 lengths on Jan Can, who moves up into 2nd. Ramon Cedalite is plummeting back.
Come on, 7, get up.
Seaside Dancer now asked to
one
come
ran
on
huge.
here. Jan Can's coming at her on the outside. These 2 battling for the win inside the 16th pole. Inside, Seaside Dancer digs in. Jan can't get by her. Seaside Dancer with a determined win. 2nd, Jan
2-1-3.
did everything
Good call,
she could.
Elliot.
2nd best today. Ramon Cedalite 3rd. Clotchard Street 4th.
That 2 ran good, or the 1 ran good. That 3 softened up the 2, which we thought might happen. And the 1 horse was way closer to the pace and ran a big race. Rail helped the horse, in fact. Didn't hurt it. Hey, DeAndre, it's been a while.
Number 2, Seaside Dancer first. 2nd, number 1, Jan Can. 3rd, number 3, Ramon Cedalite. 4th, number 6, Clotchard Street. 2136, your top 4 finishers in race number 7. Please get
7 looked like it was going to make a move, but it didn't make a move. All right, let's take a look at these horses coming onto the track. We've got 2 more races to go. The Golden Hour Daily Double we'll cover next.
That's about as bad of a stumble as a horse could overcome. I mean, It was amazing. He got back up on his legs and then continued to run well. So I just put a line through that race and focused on his race 2 back, which makes him very tough in here.
Part of me is rooting out there hard for the 6, Big Wild West. I'd love to see Mike Smith with a 3-bagger this afternoon. Jeff Bonney sends out the first-timer for owner-breeder Don Valpredo. Came in with a 48-2 February 14th in preparations for this race.
Hot Legs Romulo for Ben Cecil has a really nice way of going in the mornings. The Dam Octagarian was a debut winner as well. This is a full brother to Push Through, who was a multiple winner on the turf course. Great foundation, has works going all the way back to May of 2021. A really good looking horse and a chatty Kathy. He was talking the whole way around the paddock.
That's going to do it for the 2 of us. Millie, pleasure as always working with you.
And you too.
We will be back on Friday, same bat time, same bat station. For all of us here at the Stronach Group, have a great night and good luck in the nightcap.
Jay Cohen, ladies and gentlemen, bringing him onto the track for the 8th, which will close out the program and the week of racing here at Santa Anita Park. Scratch 1, Bags Gold. That was a late scratch. Early scratches of 10, 11, and 12. Super High 5 carried over a couple of races ago to this race. 4,900 in that carryover. That pool currently sits at 13,000 and change. Post time in 8 minutes.
Hey, Aaron. There's the 4. Kids Stole a Kiss, currently at 16-1. Rocky Gibraltar was much best in that race. No question about it. But that was an easier field. There's Mike Smith on Big Wild West at 8-1, trying to get a hat trick. Centre Circle, 21-1. And your favorite on the outside, or the second on the 8 post, Flavian Pratt, Oh Babe, Oh You Babe, or Oh Babe for John Sadler, and the 9 horse on the outside, that's Orth, who'll most likely have the lead early. All right, so let's take a look. So we got the Golden Hour Daily Double. It's $5 denomination. Let's take a look. So the 8's getting Lasix for the first time. It's 44% to win. Rock of Gibraltar. I mean, it does look like these 2 horses. Orth is... the 5 horse faced the 9 last time out, and yeah, I really don't see the 9 winning this race. I really don't. I think these are the 2 favorites here. Big Wild West, the first time starter. I don't know anything about this horse. The workouts look okay. I think it's going to be very difficult to beat these 2 horses, but Mike's probably feeling it right now. He's got some energy. There's no pace in this race whatsoever, right? I know that it was an easier group last time out for the 5, but the horse was much best in the race. It definitely was. This horse stumbled badly is what the trouble line says in that last race. I think they've had high hopes for this horse. I really do. The breeding on this horse just really isn't that great. So it's hard to use a horse like this, Patrick. Even I have no doubt that the horse is probably training good, but off a layoff, no real turf breeding with some decent horses, it will be tough. I mean, the 8's a decent horse, the 5's a decent horse, and we don't know about the 6. The 2 horse is a first-time starter as well. We really don't know anything about the 2. What I'm trying to figure out right now is how to make money in this race. So what'd that last one pay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16. I want a couple $100 on that. All right. So we're going to do the golden hour daily double. Okay. I'm going to guess that the 8's a better horse than the 5. I'm going to stick with the class, and if I stick with the class, then the 8's better than the 5. And that's it, because I can't really separate these two. I do know the 5 was better than what that looks. It was even way better. It was the best horse in the race by far. 70 cents on the dollar, but that was a 44 group. It didn't beat anything. The 8's faced some nice horses and was the big favorite. So I'm gonna say 8-5. And then if we go to Golden Gate for race number 8, I would do a bigger daily double to the 3. What you could do is the 5 and 8 to the 3. It's too much work, Stephen, to be able to do that. It's too much work to be able to have that. I'm trying to beat this 8 front of the line, but I think the 3's best big brand in this 8th race. Do a bigger one, but then I think I kind of like the 2 a little bit as a long shot, Harbor Abbey. The 1 last time out was very wide. Oh, the race before that was very wide. So I would do something like this. So my bigger ticket's going to be 8-3. Daily double. And I'm just going to take a chance doing an 8-5 exacta. And then I'm going to try to figure out a trifecta, but as far as a trifecta goes, I would imagine it would be, you know, the 269. So maybe do like an 8/5 over 269 trifecta. Something like that. All right. They're on the turf course. Probably, Stephen. Yeah, I would imagine. When is it? It's on March 5th? Yeah, I would imagine we're doing that. Good luck to you as well, Andrew.
Horses at the gate. It's post time for the 8th and final.
Yeah. I love Gulfstream as well. About March when it starts getting good over there.
Center circle goes in. Kid Stole a Kiss.
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing.
Ooh, babe.
Wow, that 8 looks like $1 million. Really does.
Orth. They're in the gate. And they're off. Kid Stole a Kiss came out quickly. So did Ube Ben Orth, who are now 1-2. And down at the rail, Hot Legs Romulo is flying through to take the lead. Philosopher's Tone is also speedy, and so those two go on with it. Orth now third. Ube, but well settled and nicely placed fourth. Another two back to Rocky Gibraltar. Similar margin to Center Circle. Kid Stole a Kiss on the inside of Big Wild West. Into the far turn they go. And it's Hot Legs Romulo leading by just ahead. Philosopher's Tone is second, and a 3-wide Orth, 3 of them right across the course. Ubabe is in fourth. Then Rocky Gibraltar inching up a closer fifth, 4 lengths off the lead. 3 clear of Center Circle, Big Wild West, and Kid Stole a Kiss. They are at the top of the stretch. Philosopher's Tone in between, a very narrow lead. Down at the rail, Hot Legs Romulo fights on. Center of the course, Rocky Gibraltar is really starting to motor home as Orth takes the lead. Orth, Rocky Gibraltar on the outside, and Ooh Babe, a driving finish. Rocky Gibraltar, Ooh Babe, Rocky Gibraltar, and Ooh Babe in a very tight photo. Behind them, it was Orth. Center Circle was next.
I mean,
it was a battle
that ride on the 8
survive
horse
on.
was absolutely atrocious, was it not? How atrocious was that ride? It was absolutely atrocious. Why did he decide to go inside and not go to the outside? He wins that race for fun. Absolutely atrocious. Absolutely atrocious ride. Who's on the 8? Who's on the 8? That was terrible. Who goes in the middle? You had that outside. Who was that? Just terrible. That ride on the 8 was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Best horse in the race. Look at that. Soup, everything. That was Pratt? Horrible. Absolutely horrible. I cannot believe he tried to save ground on the rail there. He had the best horse by far. Terrible.
5, Rocky Gibraltar was first. 8, Ubabe second. 9, Or third. 7, Center Circle was fourth. And 3, Philosopher's Tone finished fifth. 5, 8, 9, 7, 3.
Wow. Absolutely terrible. That really was a bad ride. I mean, Pratt does such an amazing job. He does, but that was a horrible decision to go in between horses in the rail like that. He had that opening on the outside. All right, that's it from Santa Anita. One more race over at Golden Gate Fields. But that one hurt. That hurt. That nose was brutal. Wow. All right, no use crying over spilled milk. Let's see what we can do in the last race. Hey, Nathan. Well, I'm obviously finishing off with the 3. I do think the 3 is the best horse in the race. I'm going to try to beat the 8. And I really kind of like the 2 as well. So I'm going to try to finish off the rest of my money. Hopefully I can get that.
In the Run Happy Winners Circle number 5, Rocky Gibraltar. Rocky Gibraltar is a 3-year-old dark bear brown colt by Shaman Ghost out of Kukla, owned by Horonis Racing of Costa, Stephanie, and Pete Horonis. The winning trainer is John Sadler. John Sadler sending out the winner as well as the runner-up.
See, I think what happened with the jockey last time is this horse is going 2 turns for the first time last time out, and he made a premature move.
Winner on the afternoon. Congratulations. Riding triple.
I think the horse will be more prepared second time around.
Was bred in Kentucky by his owner, Horonis Racing. Running time.
That one hurt right there. That one hurt. That would have been huge. Trifecta, exacta, win bet. Really like that 8. Eddie Olczyk. All right. I know, Alex. That was brutal. All right. Let's finish off here. Let's all root for the 3. I think we got to do an exacta box 3-2. Okay. And I'm going to bet to win on the 3. It's been tough going, hasn't it? Like the racing has been really tough. And when you lose those noses like that, whew, those beats are tough, you know? That was a really, I'm shocked. Pratt had that outside. I'm shocked that he did that. Really shocked. But we knew it was going to be those 2 horses, didn't we? 5 and 8. And the 9 horse got 3rd. I think like the 1 horse, she's expensive, looks like the type of horse that we get 2nd or 3rd. I think you could do like a 3-2-1, something like that. Losing by noses. I'm sorry, Andrew. That so sucks. We were pretty lucky yesterday. We won. Thank you very much, Ken. We won. We won all of our photos yesterday, you know, and so it was great. Today we haven't been so lucky, but it's been some big favorites getting beat. And so what else are we going to do, though? That's right. So again, I'm going to finish off with a 3-horse Big Brand. I think this is a very tough race, but I was impressed with that horse. I think it should improve. I think Harbor Alley at 9-1 is good value. 2nd time going longer as well. I mean, for sure. The 7 horse is going up 10 points in GSR. I've got that note here. The pace, GSR jumps 10 points on the stretch out. Blinkers are off. It's 1%. It's a hard read. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, the cough's been brutal today. Let's get a 3-2 would be great here. Oh, thank you, Keith. Of course. It's my pleasure. All right. Why is this not working?
Taking you through this card today. And remember, live racing resumes in Southern California and Northern California on Friday. First post is 12:45 p.m. here at Golden Gate, 12:30 at Santa Anita on Friday. We will see you then. Until next time, folks, keep living the dream. Have a great rest of your President's Day. Stay well, be healthy, and we'll see you back here, God willing, on Friday afternoon
Thank
for
you,
more
Matt.
live racing. Good night.
Again, I'm on the 3 horse if you're just joining us, and then I like the 2 for second.
And the red light, you just saw it there flashing on the gate, which means we're getting close to a start here, everybody. The runners have reached the gate for the finale. A field of 8 in this race here, ladies and gentlemen. She's Expensive coming up to the inside pose. She's Expensive goes in. Allison's Surprise to post position number 5. Harbor Abbey next up. North Dawn in the Roz Barkley blue and green colors. 3 more to low. Nightbird, post position 7. Big Brand about to take her spot as well. 2 more runners to load in. Running Luck to post position number 4. And then to round out the group, Front of Lie. Running Luck coming up first. And to round out the field, Front of Lie. We're ready to go. And they're off in the finale, and they all seem to come out of the gate sharply. She's Expensive from the inside, quarter horse to get to the front. Harbor Abbey has some early speed. They line up on the lead. Running Luck is there, so is Nightbird. Those 4 tussling on the front end. She's Expensive is going to take back. Nightbird is trying to kick on with it here. Running Luck between horses wants the lead, and she's going to snatch it. So Running Luck has the lead with Nightbird, who's very aggressive. Those 2 move right along, and now Harbor Abbey concedes the lead, is back in the 3rd spot. She's Expensive, had to tap on the brakes off of heels, moves back a couple of spots, passed by North Dawn in front of line, and the orange colors is now a joint 3rd. A lot of mixing and matching here up towards the lead. We come back in the field to Big Brand. She's second to last, watching all the action unfold in front of her. She's running 5 lengths off the pace on the rail, and a big space of 6 to Allison's Surprise, who's last. Half mile to go, a contentious pace for sure, and Front of Line's going to be part of it now. Front of Line moving forward. Nightbird is giving way. She's dropping back.
Oh, come on, dude.
So it's Running Luck in Front of Line, side by side. Nightbird
That's just the way it's been going.
away, plummets to the back.
How much
path.
best was this
Harbor
3?
Abbey into the 3rd position. She's running a length and a half off the top pair and tries to creep in from there. Harbor Abbey goes pretty well. Big Brand is following her. She's got about 4 lengths to make up and is gaining ground. She had to tap on the brakes of the 3/8 pole, tries to rally on. Top of the lane, here's Harbor Abbey continuing a move up to grab the lead, approaching the furlong pole. Harbor Abbey's in front. Big Brand continues to run on strongly, though.
Come on,
With
3.
strides. Harbor Abbey.
Get up, 3.
Has to finish the job. She's
Ah!
she's got. Big Brand cannot get to her, and Harbor
What
Abbey
a terrible ride.
This win the nightcap. Big Brand second, Front of Line 3rd.
We boxed that, though,
She's
right?
Expensive. Allison's
Tell me we
Surprise
boxed that.
was 5th in a strung out group to end the day on President's Day at Golden Gate.
Nice try. Ugh. Well, we had the right 2 horses. Yeah, it was brutal, Alex. That was brutal. No doubt
Number
about
2,
it.
Harbor Abbey first. Second, number 3, Big Brand. Third, number 8, Front of Line. 4th was number 1, She's Expensive. 5th, number 5, Allison's Surprise. 2, 3, 8, 1, 5. Your top 5 finishers in race number 8. Please continue to stand by until the result is declared official here in the finale.
You got it, Chuck. Thank you so much. Yeah, sorry. I mean, it was rough. Thank you very much, Christy. I appreciate everybody. Curtis, thank you. You got it, Dan. Joe. And we got that exacta box. And we talked about beating the 8 horse front of the line, right, from that post. And we did that as well. Jonathan, thank you. Gary, everybody, I really appreciate you. Sorry. I'm struggling today a little bit. And the racing wasn't that great and lost some noses, which kind of hurt me a little bit. So my pleasure. Thank you for staying tuned with me. This is probably a decent exacta. Thank you, Brent. Curtis, thank you so much. We'll be back next week. And thank you, Deb. Thank you so much. Thank you, Juice. Thank you. 62 for $2? Really? It's a nice payout. 31 bucks. That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, at least we hit something to end it, right? Remember we were talking about the 1 horse being a decent long shot for the 3rd spot and ended up getting 4th. But remember, yeah, exactly, Bill. You're right. You're absolutely right. That's a really great point. But when you have to look at the post position, look at the track diagram, you already see a horse that's been burning money in the 8 horse, and then I will, Joe, and then they're on the, and the horse is on the outside. So you have a horse that's burning money, it's the favorite, and it's on the outside, right? And then don't forget, second time around the turn, often a horse improves. And the jockey made a premature move. We talked about that, and sat, and on the 3 horse. Unfortunately, he checked up, and it cost the 3.
Circle is number 2, Harbor Abbey, a 4-year-old chestnut filly by Gig Harbor out of Abbey Cat by Indian Danehill. Harbor Abbey was bred in California by Victory Rose Thoroughbreds, now owned by Victory Rose Thoroughbreds.
I made a lot of money this morning, but I gave a lot back this afternoon.
Whose assistant is Alberto Ruvalcaba.
But I'm not complaining. I mean, if Pratt would have given that horse a nice ride, it would have been great. Thank you, Tyler, so much. Thank you for your support, everybody. Tell Tyler thank you. Andrew, thank you. Tyler and Andrew are the ones that really head up the Golden Hour series that we do for you guys. So Tyler's been a champion for this. So hopefully you guys give the Stronach Group a big shout out. Same thing to Tyler. Okay, because putting this together wasn't easy. And big shout out to my team as well. And hey, we got through 3 days. We did Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We'll be back next week as well. It's now official as well. And the exacta looks like it paid good. Yeah, see you next weekend, you guys. Thank you. I'm actually feeling pretty good. This cough is just brutal, but I'm actually feeling pretty good. So good to hang out with you guys. And hopefully we can bring back that energy we had yesterday's show. We can bring it back next week. Okay. So, all right. Thank you again. And we'll see you next week. Be safe. Bye.